All right. Chris, you got a recording? Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what week we're in. Does anyone know? Weeks
Like 7?
7. I was gonna say 7, 8, 7, 8, whatever. It's all great. Awesome. So I don't know about y'all, but last week was crazy fired up with all those seasonal releases. Give it up. Who got lots of BV? Woo woo. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Share with us in the comments if any of you guys hit goals, whether it was a 5-cycle bonus, maybe you crushed 1 star, created some consultants. We want to hear from you, so put it in the chat over there so that we can. Thanks, Deanna. Yes, good job, Chris. So we want to celebrate you all because it's a really big deal. Every single milestone that you hit, which just means that you're growing and other people are sharing and they're duplicating, and that's what this is all about. You know, Fast Track to Executive is helping you guys create consultants, helping get these products in people's body, creating duplication, leveraging tools and systems. Ooh, Dana. Yes, I love it. Awesome. So there's just so much. Ashley, 5 seconds. There's so many exciting things that happen when we have those seasonal releases. It's a great time to capitalize, great time to get the products in people's bodies. Maybe before we're a little bit difficult, but hey, chocolate and pumpkin sells. So you let it do the work for you, and then you get to reap the benefits. And guess what happens? You then get a really loyal customer. Chris, if you could try to mute everyone, that would be awesome. Loyal customers are everything. Guys, if you guys can mute, there's a few of you who are not on mute right now. Thank you.
You need to unmute.
Okay, we have a little bit of wind action going on. So anyway, it was so exciting to see so many of you announce and just to hear the excitement, see the excitement, and know that it's helping you guys towards your goal of fast tracking to executive. So we're about 2/3 of the way through. So we want to get a pulse check. Like, how are you guys doing? How many consultants have you created? Share with us. Let us know where you're at, whether it's here in the comments or on the group page. We really want to celebrate each and every single one of you. Every single thing you do matters. You cannot forget that. So I guess it's kind of like the perfect segue to Aaron Hairston, because he is, Mr. Happiness, and he always brings the energy and the goods. And I don't know about you, but coming off last week, I was so fired up, so much energy, exhausted energy, lots of e-shots, right? Cheers. But I know that he's going to be sharing so much exciting stuff with you guys tonight. As you all know, he is a total rock star. He's fresh off the plane yesterday from the UK, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, and so I'm sure he's got some kind of crazy jet lag going on, but he always shows up. He always brings the goods. He's always dedicated, and he's always here. So I want to turn it over to Aaron. He's going to be sharing with you all tonight, and everybody give it up.
well, thank you all, really for committing. Give yourselves a round of applause for still being here, because honestly, we've been really pushing hard every single week and just pouring our hearts out to what we're doing, not what we're coaching on, not what we're saying, what we're doing, because we're out here. You got me? Okay. Can you hear me now? Sorry about that. I got a phone call. So, we've been out here just really sharing everything that we're doing and wanting everybody and lifting everybody up, because that's what it's about, right? We have a culture here. Jim and Kathy have instilled in us an obligation, and that obligation is to create that largest health and wellness company in the world. And Trev, I'm on the Zoom, brother. What's up?
Huh?
I'm on the Zoom. What's going on?
Did you take a ball?
I did.
Okay. All right. That was it.
For that.
All right, sorry about that. We have to be able to work as one team, and this is the great thing about the culture that we've created here, was that everybody has different skill sets, everybody has different gifts and talents, and this is really where Isagenics lives, is because as individuals we are amazing, but as a group we are unstoppable. And so we're going to get into a few things tonight. We're going to talk about the IsaBody Challenge and really leveraging that tool, Healthy Mind and Body, how to leverage that tool, which has been huge in my own development and really undoing some of these habits that have held me back from really being the best version of myself. We're going to talk about getting an associate started correctly and helping them to believe and see that they can win with you. We're going to talk about, how to take someone from where they are to where they want to be. And then we're going to talk about some homework. So the first thing I want to talk about today is, again, congratulating yourself from committing to this 12-week program and really going out there and taking action, because honestly, that's the only thing that's going to make a difference between you living the life of your dreams and helping others and contributing, and those that just sit around and just watching it happen before their eyes. So the IsaBody Challenge is really where it all started for me. Back in 2013, I was dared to do a fitness competition. And, it was very uncomfortable, but I knew that if everybody was telling me I should do it, it wasn't about what I thought about it. It's something I needed to do. And I needed to find out for myself. And so in the process, I went ahead and I enrolled in the IsaBody Challenge, and I said, you know what? I'm going for it all. I'm doing this fitness competition. I'm going to enroll in the IsaBody Challenge. I'm going for the 25 grand. I'm going for the cruise. I'm going for it all. But I didn't really know what that meant, right? I thought it was all about winning and what that comes along with the money and all the excursions and all that stuff. But what ended up happening was it really, really, really helped me to realize that it wasn't about me. It was about what was possible. And for me to transform on my physical on the outside was just a quarter of the way. Everything else happened 3/4 inside of me, because what ended up happening is that not only did my wife start to believe in really what I was involved in, but my family started to see it. Right? I started to see it within my environment and the way I was reacting to things that, may before would have pissed me off or upset me or got me frustrated and distracted. And then ultimately, it put me on the face of Isagenix. And so it gave me the platform to build a brand for myself and help me to realize where I can to be a contributor to the world, and really saying, hey, listen, you can have abs in Isagenix, because it was a weight loss company. It didn't exist. Healthy energy and performance wasn't there, and so it really just evolved into this amazing tool. And so now it's not even negotiable. Everybody's on the IsaBody Challenge. If they start Isagenix, on my team, anywhere in my downline, they have to do the IsaBody Challenge. It's a 16-week commitment, and that is what the expectation is. But obviously, we don't expect perfection. Right? We just let them know that this is the tracks we're going to run on, and along the way, and enjoy the journey. Right? So the IsaBody Challenge is an amazing program, and it's important that you introduce it to every single person. Leverage it as a business tool. Let people know. I mean, not only does it increase the opportunity for them to stay unfocused, right? Because they want that $200 coupon, but what if they're the grand prize winner? Right? What if that person that's sitting there is the one that's going to be on the cruise, that's going to be on everything that Isagenix gives to share as an opportunity and example, right? So I use the instructional that's provided on the ISA tools. And so if you have someone on your team, if you don't have the ISA sales tools, you're definitely, everybody's calling me, sorry. So get that tool, get the IsaBody Challenge in everybody's hands and educate them. Let them know the importance of getting started with the IsaBody Challenge. And so the cool thing about the tool is that we can do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. And so encourage your people to do it at least 3 times a year to get the money, get the $600 in free coupons. I mean, that's the key to this whole thing, right? Is being able to be rewarded for what you're going to do anyways, right? I mean, I lost 40 pounds, 16% body fat, put on 14 pounds of muscle, and absolutely changed my life. But in the same time, as I kept doing it. So I do the IsaBody Challenge 3 times a year just because it just makes sense, right? It just makes sense. They're giving out free money, yo. Like, damn, like, go get it. So that's the IsaBody Challenge. And I encourage everybody, contact me, reach out to me. If anybody needs me to share something, in regards to my experience with the IsaBody Challenge, definitely get it and get on there and reach out to me and get the ISA tools. The ISA sales tools is amazing. I use it for everything, and it has a great informational for someone that wants to know what the IsaBody Challenge is. Boom, it will explain it to them, explain how to go in their back office. It will explain to them how to take their pictures and really what's in store for them, right, at the end of the journey. So that's the first thing. Now, Healthy Mind and Body, I don't think gets the recognition it deserves, because the Healthy Mind and Body program, if you really, really understand why Jim and Kathy brought that here, was for us. It was for us, for business builders, because we don't have the PhD at the end of our names to deal with people's psychotic issues. I'm just being dead ass serious. Listen, people are crazy, and it's the crazies that need our help, right? And the only way that we're going to be able to deal with the crazies are going to be able to use Healthy Mind and Body. Give them the duty of undoing their habits. Give them the challenges of answering what they're thankful for every single evening and what they're looking for every single day, right? We have to encourage people to be self-encouragers. We have to help people to realize that their habits and their actions over the last whatever age they are is what got them here today. It's nobody else's fault but their own, right? But coming from us, right? Coming for us, all they're going to say is, well, it's good for you. It's easy for you to say. You don't live in my shoes. And you're absolutely right. Get on Healthy Mind and Body for 60 days and find out what shoes you're wearing, because you have no idea what you're doing to yourself, right? The fuel is going to be there, right? We're cheerleaders. That's all we're supposed to be, is someone's cheerleader. We're big raving fans for people to be successful in their life, but they have to change. They have to make that decision, right? So now Healthy Mind and Body is going to allow you to leverage that. And I tell you right now, forget friends don't let friends cleanse without IsaDelights. Friends don't let friends cleanse without Healthy Mind and Body. That's a better $39. Listen, it may not have BV now, but it will have a lot of BV later, right? So we got to invest in their future. That first 60 days is not about a box of chocolates. Trust me, that box of chocolates will be the only BV you get if you don't get them on Healthy Mind and Body, because they will show up on all these habits and things that they've created along the way that you have no idea, because they never told you. They're avoiding you. They're being an escapist, right? They're in serious deception, and you have no way to get them out of it because they're the ones being distant, right? But Healthy Mind and Body, someone's making a mistake. So this is the tool, okay? Healthy Mind and Body, and educate them. Okay, educate them and let them know the value of this. Because how I segue Healthy Mind and Body is a simple question. Do you agree that we self-sabotage? Do you agree that we self-sabotage? I haven't gotten a no yet. Even if someone didn't understand what I said, they still don't give me a no. They go, huh? I said, talk yourself out of things. And they go, yeah. I said, what if I had a tool that will allow you in the next 60 days to identify that sabotage, right? And get you out of a hostage situation of yourself? What if I had a tool to do that, right? That's a lot more rewarding than a box of chocolates. And I'm sure Jim and Kathy would agree, because that $39 is going to come back in $45, and they're going to buy a box of chocolates anyways with a little money on the side, okay? So use and leverage the Healthy Mind and Body, man. I do it every 90 days for myself. When I do a 90-day sprint, I start my Healthy Mind and Body, because my habits have to change. There's no way that I'm going to grow and develop the business that I want for that little guy right there you keep seeing the face on if I stay the same way I was the last 90 days. It's not going to happen, right? And Healthy Mind and Body is going to bring me through deception. It's going to bring me through those points of not getting comfortable. It's going to bring me through those points of creating that new identity for myself. It's going to create that new habit that I need to know, right? And that I need to become so that I can do more, so I can have more. Right? And so the Healthy Mind and Body program, I swear, is completely underrated. And if, in my opinion, we should have definitely had it in the UK to fire off their stuff before they had the product. So I think every right after this call. Thank you. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. So, but the cool thing is I know how to adjust and readjust, right? So we always got to be ready, right? We always got to be ready for disruptions. But see, the thing is that if you allow yourself, right? If you allow yourself to develop every 90 days, you got to make sure you're taking care of what's going on up here. And the Healthy Mind and Body does that, right? So educate them. Take them to healthymindandbody.com and let them see the videos. Let them see the videos. And so what I was saying is every new market that we launch, if you have people Now, listen, I was very fortunate to be blessed with what's going on in the UK, and I'm thankful for that. I attracted that, and I truly believe that, you know, everybody is going to, at one point in their life, have an opportunity to do something to launch a country, right? So the key is that you got to start with the right tools. Okay, so we're going into the Netherlands, we're going into Northern Ireland, we're going to be going into all the rest of Europe. And so leverage that tool. Get on the phone with Rod Hairston, let him know, say, listen, I got a group of people and I used him. I reached out to Rod Hairston, I said, listen, we don't have Healthy Mind and Body, but I have a group of people ready to go, and they're not going to grow unless they know right now that they're in for a ride. They got to change their habits right now. And I can attest to a lot of the success that we've had over there because they had that tool first. Right? And we didn't do, you know, the Healthy Mind and Body because it wasn't there. But again, using and leveraging, you know, everything that goes on with that is huge. And reach out to me. I'll definitely, you know, I'll inform you however I did it and help you guys with that. So with that being said, now getting someone started, I just gave you a few clues, right? Healthy Mind and Body, IsaBody Challenge, 2 tools that are about them going on this journey. And so when getting into helping somebody, okay, we talk about lifting people up. We talk about encouraging others to be the best version, okay, best version of themselves, all right? And the only way that's going to happen, all right, is that we lay out the land, okay? And I know sometimes people feel uncomfortable. Well, maybe they feel like I'm calling them too much, or maybe I'm bothering them. No, this is how it's done, right? So when someone signs up and they say, hey, I know I can win with you, let's rock and roll, give them the layout of what the next 14 days is going to look like. Tell them you're going to be calling them every 3 days. Tell them you're going to be reaching out to them, encouraging them, and celebrating them. Even if it's for them to just say, I'm doing fine. Okay, great. Just checking in, letting you know, because I know how this thing goes. I've been through it. I'm a customer as well. And so we talk about customer first. And this is something I spoke about at the Super Saturday in Manchester this weekend, is the customer first program. I truly believe it's for us to be customers first. You get what I'm saying? We have to be customers first, and then we can share, okay? And as we're doing that, we got to realize the pain that we went through, undoing some habits and undoing some lifestyles that weren't serving us anymore. And we got to be able to share that with people. We got to be able to let them know that, okay, I went through it. I went through it too. And I know that you can do it because somebody believed that I could do it. Okay, so we are all customers first, and now we can share what that experience is like, and we can guide them through. Okay, so that the new associate interview form is huge because it's duplicatable. Listen, we all have, you know, we all have social skills, and then we know how to make friends, right? Or else we wouldn't be able to do this business very well, right? We know how to influence people. We know how to help people. We know how to love people. Okay, not everybody has the tool to do that getting started. Okay, so that, you know, so the new associate checklist, right? It gives you the guidelines. It gives you the little communication, you know, log so that you can keep track of what you talked about. Kind of gives you a step-by-step in the first 24 hours of what to do, right? I mean, how good does it feel when the person you just said yes to, I'm going to use these products, I'm going to commit to the next 16 weeks, gives you a roadmap, exactly what to do. I mean, we're all addicted to GPS, right? Who uses directions anymore? We want guiding systems. We want somebody to say, I'm going to show you exactly what to do. Yes! I don't got to figure it out. Yes. Yes. Thank you, God. Because I mean, the last thing I need right now is to try to figure it out for myself. You know, I want to know, you know what you're doing, right? I just said yes to something and I don't know what I'm doing. And so, you know, guiding them through at least that piece of the customer experience is going to make a huge difference, right? Just don't add them to a Facebook group. Just don't throw them in the mix with the lions and let them get eaten alive. Like, you know what I mean? And just wonder why. Don't chase PIBs. Don't chase, don't chase what the value that comes back, you know, okay, is valued at. You know, chase the value you're providing to them and really take care of them, right? And I always like to go back to this phrase that was told to me. He said, what if you were only able to enroll one person every single month? How valuable would that person be to you? Right? You're growing a business. You're committed to growing a legacy with Isagenix, and you can only enroll one person a month. If that person quits, then you can't enroll another person to the next month. That's how I go to every single person that says yes to me. I am fully committed to them. I am going to make sure that their first 2 weeks in Isagenix is absolutely incredible. Everything from events to online things going on to Facebook groups to, you know, to just talking to them on a regular basis. Getting into their stories. I want to know what's going on in your life. I want to know what's holding you back. I want to know who's holding you back. I want to know who you're listening to, right? In the radio and in your house. I want to know what's going on, right? And I want to have a conversation with you because you said yes, right? And it's not up to me, it's up to you, right? It's got nothing to do with me, it's up to you, right? So I'm focusing on you. And so it's so important that we take someone through those tracks because it's going to be rough. We know that. It's not easy changing your life. It isn't, right? And for others, it's going to take a long time. And we understand that too. And it's not about weight loss, right? It's about what's going on up here. The blueprint that they've been developing for years and years and years and years. And it's horrible. It's really, really toxic. But we have a clue, right? We have a clue that it's fixable, but it's going to be time, it's going to be commitment, it's going to be love, and it's going to be encouraging, right? Raving fans about our customers because that's the lifeblood, right, of this legacy of this company. And Jim and Kathy, we got to make them proud each and every day, right? If there's a question, the question you got to ask is, would Jim and Kathy be happy with this? Would Jim and Kathy be happy with the decision I made, right? Am I serving the reason why this company came into my life in the first place, right? It came here because we are obligated, man. We are the first ones. We are the founders of the new beginning, right? For people's lives, right? We are the ones, okay? We are the ones that are going to drive this forward for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years, right? And it's going to be up to us to instill that into people because once they believe in themselves, and I know you guys have seen it on your teams, when you can light somebody's fire, man, and it's roaring like a damn bonfire, it don't go out, right? You keep adding pallets to it. You know, forget about wood chips, man. We adding pallets. We adding freaking big-ass boats to things and just burning everything, right? Got it right? So really, you know, encourage your customers, you know, to love themselves again because that's going to make a big difference. And, you know, take your time. Don't rush through this, man. You know, I tried to rush through it in the beginning and, you know, because I was good at it. You know, I was good at, you know, being a Raven fan. And what I found is I burned a lot of people along the way because my fire was way too hot. Right? So you got to use your fire as big as it may be. You got to use your fire like a candlestick. You got to know how to confine that fire, blue flame, right? And be able to light their fire from a distance so it don't burn them, right? And take your time, let their candle, let them see the light, right? And so they can go through this dark tunnel that they've been in for so long and start to believe again, right? And it's an amazing concept when you start thinking about that. And as those lights going on and on and on, the light just becomes brighter and brighter and they start to attract more and more people that are drawn to the light like moths, right? Like little gnats coming to the light, right? That's just how it goes, right? Light is bright and it's meaningful. So that's my thing about customer first. And, you know, it's so important. We love on our people, man. And just remember, right? Are we doing Jim and Kathy and John? They're what they ask us to do, right? Are we keeping it real? Right? Are we creating the largest health and wellness company? Are we doing it from integrity? Are we doing it from all the values that we provide to others? Are we doing it? Are we doing it? Are we doing it? And if so, share it with others and teach them how to do it as well. And so the process is pretty simple. Keep it duplicatable, but really make it intentful and meaningful. So important. So important. The other thing is I think it's also equally important to get to know your people outside of Isagenix. Because a lot of times, and I think this was something I experienced in the beginning, and I still experience it because I forget, right? You know, we're working in the people business, and people like to talk about other things than business, right? And their health and their food and things like that, right? You know, so what I've been working on is creating that culture, right? Creating that culture of where we hang out as families. Our children's hang out together. Right? We make little outings and we do things, right? It's not about Isagenix all the time, right? Isagenix is just a vehicle. It's a big bus with a lot of seats on it, right? And inside it is a lot of entertainment, it's a lot of happiness. And so it's invited a lot of people on that seat. They may not even know the bus they're on, right? But that's the key. It's like, you know, he's lighting up their opportunity of learning more and being on that bus. And so doing things as a team and as an encourager for their children and their children's children and all that good stuff is important. And so making outside events has been always a challenge, I think, because it's very difficult separating the two, right? But it's equally important, okay? Creating that culture. And, you know, being a problem solver, right? And helping people to realize that we can do it together as a team, right? Allowing people to open up to you, okay? And saying, hey, you know, I just need to have this conversation. I'm doing great. I'm losing weight. I have more energy, but you know, I got some things going on in my life and I have nobody to talk to. Would you mind talking to me a little bit? You know, give me some ears. You know, that's the type of stuff we're into, man. You know, we're in the people business. You know, I love how Eric Coover said it. He goes, we're not in the nutrition business. No, we're not. We're in the people business, helping nutrition. Right. And that's the thing, right? We're in people and we're helping people to realize what's so much they need to encourage, you know, and draw that courage out, right? And bring it to the forefront. And so it's important that we get in people's lives and we let them know that it's okay. It's okay. It's not going to be perfect, right? It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be challenging, but it's going to be fun because we're going to do it as a team. We're going to do it together, right? We're going to tackle these things and we're going to go out there and we're going to share, right? And we're going to share this vision and we're going to share what's possible and we're going to dream again, right? We're going to have a childlike mind and we're going to use imagination and we're going to use our tools and our gifts and our experience and our challenges and all the obstacles we've been through as vehicles of the new beginnings versus excuses of what happened to us, right? We're going to use them for things that happen for us so that we can realize what we truly like and dislike about life, right? So we can focus on what we do want instead of what we don't want, okay? So helping people to create that culture, problem solving, and vision is really what we have to do with our customers, and we have to do with all of our new people that said yes to growing a business in Isogenics, right? Because it has everything to do with your new growth and your new development. And you got to use all the tools. Those tools in Isogenics are not there just to be shiny lights. Everything is meaningful and intentful in Isogenics, and I'm learning that every single day. Every single day, there is something in that tool that I'm realizing is a lot more than just what it looks like. Right? There's a lot of meaning. There's a lot of experience behind that. There's a lot of challenges behind that. There's a lot of obstacles that people had to go through to develop that. And we've just been so fortunate just to have it at our fingertips. And we lose it. So it's important, right? So, taking care of your customers, taking care of all the tools and using all the tools is of the utmost. Using your heart and pouring it out, right? And finding a way to just, let people know what's possible and say, I'm vulnerable, man. I'm broken too. We all have moments, right? And we just got to continue to say, you know what? It's not going to stop me. I can, if all the king's people and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again, then you know what? Humpty Dumpty be still on the street. He couldn't get himself back up. He needed people. He needed everybody to come get him. Right? And so that nursery rhyme's the same thing, right? It takes a tribe, man. It takes a whole community of people to lift one person. And we can continue to do that as long as we plug them in right and our intentions are right. And we're not chasing PIBs, right? We're not chasing bonuses. We're not chasing rank advancements. We're not chasing that, right? We're chasing raving fans about themselves. We're helping people to bring them and lift them up. So important, man. And every day we got to get better and better and better at it. And there's always new ways. There's new ways that are being created, and we just got to be in tune to it. And so I think that the next part that we're talking about, right, is the professional athletes. And this is something that I've been very fortunate with in understanding the mindset of professional athletes. And the number one word is entitlement, okay? It's entitlement. And it's a problem. It's a problem. It's the same problem as we have with employees, right? There's a difference between employees and entrepreneurs. One likes PTO, the other one earns their living. Right? Who wants PTO? I don't want paid time off. That doesn't make sense. If I'm on the sidelines, I'm not making money, right? That's an entrepreneur. An employee's like, well, I want PTO because when I'm not working, I still want to be paid. There's a problem with that. Same thing with sports, right? They get the big check. They're entitled. They're giving everything handed to them. They lose a little bit of the drive. They lose the hunger, for earning things. They lose that. And so you just got to bring them back home to being human again. And every single athlete wants that. Right? We get tired as an athlete, of people giving us things, even though it doesn't look like it, right? It makes us numb. And we just feel, we lose it. And it takes people to realize other people. And so if you have an athlete, if you have somebody that you're reaching out to, you got Jason Witten on the horn, give him a call. Give Jason Witten. I hate the Cowboys. I'm sorry, I'm a Giants fan. But the thing is that if you got Jason Witten on the phone, make Jason Witten feel like Jason Witten. Right? He's not just the guy on the field and catching touchdowns and getting a lot of money from Jerry Jones. He's not that guy. Right? That's his job. That's his job. Right? That's what he's being paid to do. What was that? No, why would you do that? So here's the thing is that we got to treat athletes like human beings. And that's the first thing. It's just like any gym owner, any other professional in fitness. It's important to treat people like people. And then that way, right? So that way, they'll let you know, right, that it's okay now for you to help them, okay? And they're going to let you know what they need help with. But they need to build that trust with you first. They need to know that you're coming from a place of integrity and coming from a place where your heart is first. And then after that, you're going to treat them like anybody else, man, that's coming to you saying, I want to improve my life, right? We know something so special. I can call up anybody Doesn't matter how famous they are, how successful they are, whether on TV or not. It doesn't even matter, right? That's their job. That's the image that they are, but they're still human just like you and I, right? But we have to come from a place of posture and ask them, if they didn't know what they thought they knew, when would they want to know it? What? If you didn't know what you thought you knew, when would you want to know it? And they're going to say, right now. Okay, let me share something with you because I found something. I found something that will help you with exactly what you just shared with me you want help with. How would you like to keep your family out of your pockets? How would you like to leverage your brand so that your kids, your family, your aunts and uncles that are on the field can still leverage your name to be able to go ahead and make a living for the rest of their lives and go ahead and contribute like you're contributing? How would you like to do that? Right? How would you like to be able to spread it out throughout your family's legacy, even when your checks from the football team, the baseball team, and any other athletic team that you're with is gone? What if you got hurt? Right? What if you got hurt? What are you going to do? How far is that pension going to bring you? Right? After all the medical bills and all the things that you got going on, how would you like to be able to leverage that now while you're still hot? While you got